So we live in a world now where you are categorized into two groups, introvert or extrovert. I, myself, am a proud introvert. I don't know if you've noticed, but the minute someone hears you're an introvert, you get the,
oh, you're an introvert? You must be scared to get out of your comfort zone.
or,
It must be really hard for you being an introvert.
I don't know about you, but it seems like no matter how hard I try at something, once you are labeled an introvert, you can never shed that title of being an introvert. I will be in a meeting and I will talk the entire meeting. They'd be like,
Hey, does anybody have any thoughts?
and I would just share my thoughts. And I would walk out of the meeting and go,
Wow, I've spoken a lot today. Hopefully I didn't speak too much.
and then somebody will walk up and say,
Wow, you were so quiet today. You hardly even spoke.
but I did that talking thing.
I said the words.
Every time. Once you are labeled an introvert, it's just over. Like, you forever labeled an introvert. My biggest fear as an introvert, icebreakers. I do not like icebreakers. That is not how I get to know people. And I am awful at icebreakers. So one time I worked at this like summer camp and it was kind of the awkward get to know your coworkers, and so
Get up and say one interesting fact about yourself.
I hate that question because the minute someone asks me to say one interesting fact about myself, I forget everything about myself. Now if I'm just chilling, I can think of a lot of interesting things about me. The minute I'm put on the spot, it's like,
I don't know. Am I an interesting person?
every time. And so we have to get up and say an interesting fact about ourselves. Easy, you know, it doesn't have to be super interesting. And I don't know why, but in my brain I just feel like it has to be something kind of cool because everybody else, you know, always says it like,
Yeah, I met a celebrity once.
I just got done backpacking through Europe.
and then there's me. Say something, anything.
I have a YouTube channel.
You never admit you have a YouTube channel if you don't want people to know about the YouTube channel. And at the time I'm thinking, I'm small, you're never gonna find me. They found me. And then it's that awkward,
Oh, you talk about books?
and then they all knew about it. Another thing too is my major was a very extrovert major. Introverts don't normally go into what I went into. See, someone's like,
Oh, you're in that and you're an introvert? How is that?
as if they've never heard this concept of an introvert before.
I can do what an extrovert does.
You know, I thrive in small groups. Large groups, I'm just like,
You know, I'm cool with being in the background where you can't see me.
but as an introvert, if it's small, I thrive in that type of group. We used to have this one class where every single day we opened up with another icebreaker. And I remember one time there was this one game where everyone was in a circle and two people were in a circle. And the two people originally went out into the hall, and the group, while these two people were away, discussed, what do you want these two people to do? It's kind of like a guessing game. They decide something like, say they want you to go under the table. And so anyways, you come back in and the group wants you to know, and you can't talk, but you have to move around the room into different places. And people will either clap really loud if you're really close, or you're getting closer, or just stay silent if you're not even close at all. As an introvert, I find that people think I'm just scared to volunteer myself, and they call on me and one other person.
If I wanted to volunteer, I would have raised my hand.
Me and this girl, we go out to the hall, we wait, and we come back in. The introvert's worst nightmare. Everyone's in a circle and you're just standing there. And I just sat there in the circle while the other girl figured it out. That was my experience. Are you an introvert, or are you consider yourself more of an extrovert? Do playing icebreaker games kind of freak you out a little? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Bye!